Alright guys, Mount Vernon Kid here, back again, Monday, once again, here for the next fight in Section 16. This is fight number 7, and this fight comes from Action Fan 19, who puts an armored battled, and he pits the Titanium Man from Marvel Comics versus John Henry Irons, aka Steel from DC Comics. Yeah, so it's Titanium versus Steel, the meeting of the metals. I like this. So let's kick it off with Titanium Man. Alright, so everybody should know Titanium Man. He is one of Iron Man's armored villains. There have been 3 different Titanium Mans, if I recall. The first one, the original one, was known as Boris Bulsky, and he was a Russian super soldier assassin. So, and he was huge. It was always shown that Titanium Man was extremely huge. He was about 11 feet tall, and you would expect that someone at that size, and that would be very slow, but the Titanium Man was very fast, and he's very fast, he's very strong, which because of, not just because of the enhanced strength because of what happened to him, but also his armor enhances his strength too. He was very much stronger than Iron Man, definitely. His armor was made out of titanium, in a sense, because of the fact that at the time he felt, because of American technology was compared to ingenuity, Russian ingenuity. So he would definitely be, he was a thorn in Tony's side for a while. In terms of what weaponry this guy has, in terms of that, the suit makes, like I said, extremely fast. He has all kinds of concussion shots, force shots that come out of his hand, particle beams, and things like that. But he was very dangerous indeed, and he was a thorn in Tony's side, very much. Very powerful thorn, I should say. So let's move on to his combatant, and that's none other than Mr. John Henry Irons, Mr. Steel. Now, we all know Steel, inspired by Superman. Steel basically, made a suit of, bulletproof suit of armor, which, has all kinds of technology embedded into it. It's basically like an exoskeleton suit that gives him strength and things like that. Steel, like I said, he pretty much grew, was inspired by Superman. And the one thing about John Henry Irons I've always loved is his brains. His suit may be one thing, but his brains and ingenuity is the other thing that I truly love about him. And the one thing that also I love about him is, his heart and determination. This guy will fight on no matter what. And with him, the same thing. He has flight. He's very intelligent. His armor is pretty much nearly invulnerable. It's not that invulnerable, even though it's steel, but it's laced with other things, just like Iron Man. Iron Man is not laced with iron. The suit also gives him superhuman strength and things like that. He has a couple of laser beams in his gauntlets, and of course he carries around the big hammer that he uses as well. We've seen Steel face some strong opponents like Doomsday and many other strong opponents, and always been by Superman's side when he needs him. But one thing that really gives John Henry an edge sometime in fights is his brains. He is highly intelligent, very intelligent. So, in terms of a battle between these two armored, powered individuals, one being more of an assassin, a villain, the other being, a hero in a sense. This is a tough fight for John, definitely. Like I said, Titanium Man is no joke, and during the fight, my diagnosis of the fight is, me debating, is basically Steel's definitely going to have to stay on his A game. He's definitely going to have to don't go into a fight with Titanium Man trying to go blow for blow with him. Don't fight his fight. Because of his size and his strength, Steel's going to have to use his head. Now don't get me wrong, Bulski is not, he's not a big brute. He's not a big brute. He can think with some of the best too. But Steel has to really use his A game, because if Steel gets caught by Bulski, then it's over. It's going to be over for him. His strength is just incredibly strong, that I can see him Bulski literally breaking through Steel's armor and breaking some limbs too. So it's going to come down to brains, not brawn, in my opinion. And maybe a little bit of whose armor is stronger. But I say slight edge to Steel. But you guys tell me. Titanium Man or Steel? And I hope you guys enjoyed this fight. This fight comes from Action Fan 19, a very loyal list to my fantasy fights. He's always watching, and I always appreciate him commenting and sending me requests. And there's some fights that I still have a lot of his fights, and some of them I'm not really sure about, but a lot of them I am really sure about. So if you're listening, Action Fan, just know Chris will be delivering, so you'll see some more of your fights in the future. But show some love and respect to Action Fan, and I will see you later on today, with the next fight, which comes from Beast Boy 61, which pits Link from Legend of Zelda, my all-time favorite Nintendo character, going against my all-time favorite cartoon villain, Mum-Ra. So I'll see you guys later. And once again, show some love and respect to Action Fan 19. This was his creation. You guys take care, and you guys know the slogan, battle on.